Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here. Welcome back to another Coaster Spotlight Contest Edition. This is the very last creation of the Builder Bracket, so stay tuned and let's check it out. All right, welcome back everyone. Diving right on into things. Today we're looking at Fairytale Race created by J5 Johnny? What? Why are you stealing my name, man? And here they say a rocky landscape with trees and plants. Ride preferences is day and night. J5 Johnny spelt with a 7 instead of a J. All right, well, you're taking my name, coming into my community, participating in my contest, and taking my name. I expect big things. Let's get into it. Here we are at Fairytale Race. Sign is a little underwhelming. Could be fun though. Let's head down the queue for one of them. Ugh. I feel claustrophobic. It's the never-ending tunnel. Why are the lamps on the floor and sideways? Okay. The first coaster. Fairytale Race. Launch Copperhead Strike. There's a look at the stats. Orange across the board. What is going on here? There's nothing indicating that it would be mild. Alright, let's find out. We're gonna ride in seat view to start, and we'll switch it up for the next one. Very fun. I think we could skip the queue for the other one and get no, you wait. Why? Why is it doing this to me? What? I'm selecting guests. All right, so here's a look at the stats on the second coaster. We're probably gonna do like a chase view for this. Yes, let's do chase. I changed my mind. I think guest facing is gonna be better. We're so low on this train. This is much better. Okay, there it is. So I do have a lot I want to say about this. I actually thoroughly enjoyed those coasters. However, they are racing coasters. I mean, you literally have it in the title, Fairytale Race. There are some dueling elements, but for the most part, these are racing coasters. We have a probably 2 or 3 race dueling elements, but this is what I would expect to see from the racing coasters that we featured on the show in the past. I was looking at this one at first. When you first opened it up, you're like, yeah, Rockwork's not too good. What is this? That is your queue, I would imagine. But if you're gonna do something like this, first of all, I don't see the point of doing this because the queue wasn't enjoyable, right? It's just this lemony tunnel. and your exterior does matter. Looking at things from a perspective, like it's unfinished. And you can cover this up, and there are ways to integrate it all to make it look like a park. That's part of the rules of the contest, was to create an elaborate mini park and to create a setting where your coaster looks inviting to the viewers. And as we come in here, it doesn't look too inviting. So it's lacking in the artistic polish. So at first I was looking at this and going, oh man, like, I don't know. But then you look at the coaster and you're like, okay, it's smooth. It's a nice layout. The coasters are competitively racing. There's been thought gone into this track layout. For sure. I think there's value in these coasters and they were fun experiences. I think they could have been dueling better. I think your actual on-ride perspective of what we see from the rider's view was actually pretty decent, but you have some things that you have to work out. In some ways, it almost feels like 2 different people worked on this. Somebody made the coaster and the on-ride experience, and then somebody just went in after and put a bunch of trees and rocks down. Or you just gave up halfway through and you're like, let's just fill this in. I'm done. And with 2 months to work on this, you could probably get all of this polished in a day. And I don't know if this would actually take 2 months to work on personally. I expect more from a builder than to this exterior unpolished area, but the coaster itself was fun. Again, the spirit of the contest is versus dueling, and this is racing, and there's nothing versus other than red and green, and they're not even red and green. The only time we see red and green is at the very end when the door opens up and we see one was red and one was green. The tracks aren't different colors, the coasters aren't different colors, there's no theming elements to make one different than the other. Let's see the nighttime lighting. Was there anything going on here? Bit of a color bomb, but yeah, even the lighting, maybe you could have done something to make the lighting indicate that they're different in some way. But fun coaster design. Got to give you that. And I think this is fun content. I enjoyed riding these coasters. So I would say my feedback to you, Johnny, is going to be work on, you know, your custom fonts, your artistic polish on your rockworks. Like, make sense of things. Bushes shouldn't grow out of rocks. If anything, you can have some moss and vines growing down them. Work on your fencing and your garden work and all that stuff, and just make things more inviting. Try to find a way to make your queue interesting. I think if you would actually just delete this and have made this a nature walk, we're going over bridges, there's waterfalls coming down, there's a stream, there's a garden, there's nice like wooden bridge supports leading you up and over, that sort of thing. Make that a nature experience. It would have been way more inviting. And instead of like this big yellow barn, have like a nice alpine ski lodge resort, something like that. And then in terms of your rock clusters, try to use different variations of rocks. Don't just stack them, make sure you rotate them. There's repetition going everywhere. Then try to weed in some of that mossiness and stuff in between. Yeah, just build it up a little bit more. So I would just focus on your details in the future, Johnny. Yeah, that's pretty much all my feedback for this creator here today. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. And that's gonna do it for the builder bracket. Woo! This one was exhausting for me. Took me 3 different sittings to get through all the recordings, and I still have half of them to go back and edit after this. I'm kind of glad I edited the first half because it is quite the doozy. So I'm gonna edit the rest of these, set them for upload. I mean, by the time you guys are watching this, it's all in the past now. But for me, I'm gonna take a bit of a break and move on to the advanced builder bracket, which we have 17 creations for. So another big bracket. This one had a total of 23, and our beginners were 14. So the advanced is a little bit in between. Boom. So look forward to seeing what the advanced builders did. Good job to all the builders in this bracket. There were a lot of builders showing promise for ranking up. There were a lot of builders working on their craft at their current rank, and there were a lot of people that showed master or legend quality details. Curious to know what's in store for the advanced builders. Are we going to see some expert style creations out of the advanced? Are they going to be pushing themselves? I Can't wait to find out. So be sure to subscribe for more, guys. Tune in for that. And be sure to keep an eye on the community tabs as well as announcements in Discord for the voting form for the builder bracket. And that's going to do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all in the advanced builder bracket. Bye now.